Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, October 2nd. We will have cold fronts moving across the region over the next few days, and this will bring significant precipitation to some areas of the Great Basin. You can see today the cold front moves through much of central Idaho into northern and western Nevada with precipitation near and behind the front, where we will see areas of wetting rains. We also will see gusty winds out ahead of this front, out of the south and southwest over southern and central areas of the Great Basin, with wind gusts between about 25 and 35 miles per hour, with relative humidity below 25%. As we move into Friday, the main cold front moves in with the area of low pressure into the western Great Basin, so winds will strengthen quite a bit over the southern and eastern areas of the Great Basin. We will see wind gusts in the 45 to 50 mile per hour range in the areas shaded in brown, along with relative humidity between 15 and 25%. So this may bring a brief uptick of initial attack in some of these areas if we see ignitions. Also, it will bring more significant precipitation to northern and western areas in the areas shaded in green, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms further east. As we move through Friday and Saturday and the low tracks across the Great Basin, we will see much cooler temperatures, and we will also see better potential of mountain snowfall as well, anywhere from northeast Nevada across northern Utah into western Wyoming. And these areas could have some significant snowfall in the higher elevations. Also, a mix of wet thunderstorms along with a scattered rain and snow showers as well. The precipitation over the last 24 hours was very light across the region with only one lightning strike reported. And Great Basin fire activity was light with only a few smaller fires reported. Over the last 7 to 14 days, precipitation has mainly been located over the central and northern areas of the Great Basin, with much drier conditions into much of Utah and southern Nevada and the Arizona Strip. It's also this area that's been on the drier side where we will see those winds increase with the drier conditions both today and tomorrow. Looking at some of our ERC conditions, you can see down in southern areas of Utah where we will see those gusty winds and dry conditions. Looking at ERCs, they have dropped with recent cooler weather and some moisture, but they will be on the upward trend here over the next several days, but still generally near to below normal. So fuel conditions definitely are not critical in a lot of these areas, but they have been drier recently. Up into the northern half of the Great Basin, where we've seen more significant moisture, ERCs have come down and will continue dropping as we go through the next several days. Looking at our satellite image, we have the area of low pressure off the northwest coast, with southwest flow pushing in moisture over western and northern areas, along with increasing winds out ahead of this trough over southern and central areas. So as we move through today, we will see those showers and thunderstorms increase over western and northern Nevada up into Idaho. Again, we are expecting areas of wetting rains, so no significant fire potential associated with that. Just a brief uptick in eastern Nevada into western Utah today with those gusty winds and drier conditions. And you can see those winds generally in the 30 to 35 mile per hour range over parts of Nevada into western Utah. And then we could see some gusty outflow winds with some thunderstorms further north and west, but again, no significant concerns with higher humidity and much lower fire danger. Relative humidity where the winds will be gusty, again in that 15 to 25% range. So we're not seeing super low relative humidity, but definitely on the drier side. Temperatures will remain warm in the south and cooler near to below normal in northern and western areas. And you can see our precipitation here on the right, maybe a little bit more convective, so maybe not quite as widespread with some of these heavier amounts, but it's really this area over western and northern Nevada up into Idaho that will see the better chances of widespread wetting rains. As we move into Friday, the trough moves into the western areas of the Great Basin, so we will see more of a significant increase in winds out ahead of that over southern Utah, the Arizona Strip, and southern Nevada. And you can see the significant fire potential increases just a bit in some of these areas. Also, we'll continue with the scattered showers and thunderstorms further north and areas of wetting rains. You can see from the transport winds, we are expecting a significant increase in wind speed with those gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour in some areas. So definitely a very windy day on Friday for much of Utah into southern Nevada and the Arizona Strip, along with relative humidity 15 to 25%, giving us that uptick in fire potential. Temperatures still remaining warm out ahead of the cold front and much cooler behind the cold front. We will see temperatures drop 5 to 10 degrees, some areas more, definitely below normal for the time of year. Precipitation, you can see behind the front, widespread areas of showers and thunderstorms and those wetting rains. So definitely a decrease in fire potential over much of the region, with the exception of where we'll remain drier with those gusty winds. As we move into Saturday, the trough swings east into the Rockies, so we will see drier conditions over western areas, but still scattered showers and thunderstorms over eastern areas, but a decrease in fire potential as we see higher humidity and those winds decrease in some of those drier areas. You can see on Saturday, the main gusty winds are more associated with any showers and higher humidity, so no significant concerns. They really drop off in southern Utah and the Arizona Strip, which is where we will see an increase in humidity from Friday, but still remaining dry into Arizona. Temperatures continue to cool and will be well below normal over much of the Great Basin. Precipitation on Saturday, again, mainly over the eastern half of the region, and will be generally lighter than what we'll see here the next couple of days, with wetting rains a little bit more spotty, with the exception of eastern Idaho into Wyoming. 3-day precipitation, you can see here most areas over the northern half of the Great Basin doing very well, with widespread amounts over a half or even over an inch of precipitation, both in the form of lower elevation rain and higher elevation snowfall. Still, southern areas of the Great Basin will remain on the dry side. As we move through Sunday, we will see low pressure moving across the northern Rockies. Generally a drier day overall across the Great Basin, but couldn't rule out some showers from Wyoming down into northern Utah. And then as we go into the early part of next week, we will see just central areas with a little bit of moisture for some showers and thunderstorms before we dry out towards midweek, but significant fire potential remains low. 7-day total precipitation, not much different than the 3-day, with much of the precipitation falling here in the next few days. The 8 to 14-day outlook shows better chances of above normal temperatures in the far eastern side of the Great Basin, but good chances for above normal precipitation. That concludes our webcast for today. Check back tomorrow for the latest updates. And as a reminder, next week we will start our smoke dispersion briefings on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Have a great day.